Hi. Episode 13. Do you believe in luck? Are you feeling lucky? Or are you one of those superstitious people? Maybe you're just someone who thinks of the number 13 and casts their mind back to a simpler age where things made a lot of sense and, well, everything didn't make any sense. But you're here now, watching, listening to art. Welcome to KETS. Welcome to episode 13.
Hi. Sam's intros get longer every week.
Don't you like them? Don't you like these well thought out, crafted?
No, I do.
Okay.
I do. I enjoy them. I also like our fully pink studio.
Yes. I hope you noticed the wraparound because it took a lot of time painting, and as the man in this podcast, I did the lion's share of the physical labor.
It's true. Also, for those of you who are listening, you probably don't care about this, but just know we've put in the extra effort.
Yes, that's true. If you are listening and you see the color pink, see a doctor. That's not normal. You shouldn't be experiencing those sort of sensory experiences, or maybe you just see the world in a wonderful different way. Isn't that right, Chlo dawg?
That's right. That's right.
And if I'm wrong, I'd love to be right. You know who said that? Michael Bublé. No, he didn't. But anyway, marching forward. What is your show and tell today?
My show and tell. Thank you for asking.
I ask every week. It's really not a big thing at this point.
I baked for everyone. For those of you listening, I've got some wonderful, delicious, homemade choc chip cookies. They're my grand's recipe, a family secret I won't be sharing. But they smell delicious. And even though you guys can't eat them, it's the thought that counts. So...
Yeah, I don't know how you made cookies for a group of online fans or followers.
Yeah, well, it's still an effort. And I tell Sam, I will make these on my girlfriend's salary, right? Cookies, baking. I often stress bake. Sam asked me what was wrong yesterday because I was baking. There was something wrong.
It's mental illness, innit?
But yeah, I said on a wife's salary... wonderful dinners, maybe a roast chicken, vegetables, but I've got to see a ring.
Got to see a ring. A wife's salary, shame. I'm waiting for her to upskill. Like she thinks just one day she's going to know how to do a roast chicken. Struggles to cook chicken. This is also true. She makes that white people chicken where the only seasoning is salt and burnt. The preferred sort of color of the chicken.
Oh, okay. Well,
not very good.
Now that I'm offended, what's your show and tell?
My show and tell. So here's a little story about my show and tell because it's not mine, but it's something I would often pretend was mine. So,
okay.
Apologies for the creaking. And there it is. I hope you can see that nice and properly. If you're listening, it is my roommate, Alex Paul Murray. Shocking middle name. It's his Bachelor of Science.
Who we had on the podcast last week.
Who we did. It was also a fun episode, so check that out. But yeah, his Bachelor of Science. And the reason I bring it to show and tell is because I'm deeply ashamed of who I am. As are a lot of people who study BAs, or as many of us like to call them, Bachelor of Arts degrees, a BA. So... don't be ashamed of your BA, because I, having studied a BA, used to tell people I was doing medicine, a BSc, accounting, all that sort of mumbo-jumbo stuff in an effort to impress people, get with women, acquire friends. It was a real mess. And I find a lot of BA students, when you ask them what they're doing, they like sort of giggle at what they're doing first, and then they're like, well, I'm doing a BA, but yeah, wasn't so sure.
That's why I say I do a Bachelor of Social Science, even though technically the exact same thing.
A soc sci, yeah. If people say I'm doing a soc sci, I know they're full of shit. So you're doing a BA with a different name.
And I lead with saying I'm doing environmental science. So
yeah, Chloe does geography.
No.
At a university level.
That is completely not true.
Oh, well, it is kind of in a lot of ways. But Chloe,
that's true.
We're creating art here. We can't have you talking about EGS, your failed BA degree. We aren't stopping. for some reason, Botswana has stopped supporting us. They have jumped off the boat, so to say. We used to be number one in Botswana. I don't know. Was it the Botswanese comment? Was it the general xenophobia of South Africa? Let us know in the comments below, please, Botswana. But the good news is my fellow South Africans are showing up, and we in the top 10 for comedy podcasts, and we are number 3 for comedy interviews.
What? You didn't even tell me this.
Yeah, I sometimes keep things from you because it gets tiring talking to you.
Sam checks Chartable every single morning. So
it's true. It is true.
It's one of his most visited pages.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Well, we also hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is super exciting. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We know we might have bullied you into it a little bit, but subscribe if you haven't already. We're on our way to 2K. But yeah, thank you so much, and we really appreciate you guys.
On our way to 2K, that made me cringe. So if you're sitting at home cringing, know that was a normal reaction. And remember to, after you subscribe, phone your mom and tell her that you love her. It's important. Why the hell are you? Is that like a winking at their moms?
Phone your mom. Phone your dad as well.
Which pervert invented winking? Because let's see your wink. Oh no!
Wait, let me try with my other eye.
Okay, an ambi-winker. That is pretty impressive. Similar to an ambi-wanker. Equally impressive. Equally distributed forearms.
Is that with either hand?
Correct. Talented. Some people have called me.
Oh.
But please stop winking. If you were listening, it looked like Chloe's sort of imitation of one of my younger epileptic seizures. The epileptic enigma back on the mic. So
no one even reacted when Samuel said that, which I just think proves that everyone has now realized how outrageous he is. That's
true. And to continue this outrageous trend, we're going to get political, Chloe.
Ooh.
And I know you're sitting at home, Sam, don't do it. You can't. You don't understand the landscape. You're not going to be able to navigate here without making mistakes. Well, to you, I say you're probably right, but we're going to do it anyway, because we've got local elections coming up. We do. 1st of November. They're ready to vote. That's the date. And yeah, I mean, it's important that we vote. I don't know. I've been told. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Agnostic? When it comes to politics? I'm actually ambidextrous. You like that one, guys? A little religion joke. But so it's local elections, and the choices are not good. And I understand. Saying that in a post-apartheid world is controversial. And obviously, the choices are better than back in the day. But yeah. Chloe, who are you voting for? EFF. The EFF? Really? No, I'm just joking. But Julius Malema does make me laugh. He really does. That might push me to vote. But I saw that last week he did a rally. And he said that he chose to get the vaccine. He said this because the trials were run on white people. And even Jews are vaccinated, and he trusts them because those people don't play with their lives. Whoa, I had to take a moment. Is that anti-Semitic or is that super respectful? Hey, huh? Anti-Semitic or super respectful? I know you're trying to rhyme things over there. This is not a freestyle rap session in Observatory, Chloe. It's not spoken word. It's not poetry. It is art, though. Really trying to push this art thing. Yeah, well, you're trying to push something out of your sinuses there, it seems. Sorry for that. Just audio. Can't have that. Can't really have that. But Julius Malema is wild. So, like, really, is that anti-Semitic or is that respectful? I think it's a bit of both. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely generalizing a group of people, saying that they take their lives seriously. We don't know that. But I suppose it's a good thing to take your life seriously. Oh, yeah. If you're Jewish and watching, do you take your life seriously? Or does your mom take your life seriously? That's a question we all want answered. That's always something I found terrifying. I mean, I'm not Jewish, but my mom always used to say, I brought you into this world, I can take you out of it. And that used to make me really scared when I was younger. What would that have to do with Jewish people? Taking your life seriously. Oh, okay. Wow. You've made them feel very violent. I remember when Malema was compared to Hitler because of the way he spoke. Also, was that a compliment or I don't know. It's crazy, but you're a wild card, even just referencing the EFF.
Thanks.
But instead of telling people who to vote for, because that's just stupid, we are rather going to just have a look at a few election posters, because, wow, there have been some absolute howlers.
Yeah, they have. You're confronted with them every single time you drive anywhere. They're entertaining at least. You're stuck in the traffic, have a little giggle sometimes.
Election posters are a bit like funny money salesmen. The first time you get funny money, you read the jokes to the whole car. Everyone giggles. Oh, that was so funny. You know, you've supported someone slightly here. Same thing with an election poster, but the second, third, fourth week, there's just nothing funny about them anymore.
You're just like, who okayed this?
And while we are here, we just want to be completely transparent to you. A DA activist early in the week, do you call them activists or actors? Reached out to us and asked if we wanted to meet mayoral candidate to be, or mayor to be. I don't know why I butchered that so terribly. My humblest apologies. But Jordan Hill-Lewis, something like that, the mayoral candidate of the DA, is hosting a little meet and greet with what she called influential people. Let that sink in. Or influential young people.
Online content creators.
That's for sure. So I think they were trying to get us to promote the ANC, to promote the DA rather, and it was tempting. I won't lie. It was very tempting. Chloë, you could see something changed in her personality to get that close to power, you know, to the source of things. And I won't lie. It was tempting for me too. But ultimately, partly because it's the DA and partly because we chose you guys. We have to be unbiased. We have to be impartial. We are your source of news. We understand that. So we take that responsibility seriously, don't we, Chloë?
Oh, of course. And just to clear this up, we're also not big fans of the DA. Their posters have been atrocious. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of anyone. Let's put it out. Because now if you say you're not a fan of the DA, everyone's like, oh, I'm white. Now I can't watch KETS. Live a little. Go to Miami. Lose your mind. Vote for Pitbull. Vote for the real People's Party. Dale.
Would you ever run?
I run almost every day, Chloë. And so you stop asking these ambiguous questions. There's a lovely word, ambiguous. My brother found out the other week what it meant. So Rupert, congratulations on learning the word ambiguous. It's a bit ambiguous that you can go to a private school and not understand what that word means. But anyway, the worst poster for me is close. It's a front runner between the DA and the Good Party. Because the DA's party is about race in Durban, where like the ANC called you racists, we called you heroes. Well, those were pretty bad, especially for a party that claims not to see race. They sure do have a fun time being racist. Yeah, no, they were so bad. Did you see the Gareth Cliff controversy? I did. Do you want to touch on it a bit? Because John Steenhuisen, leader of the DA, was also part of the video. Yeah. Well, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's really, really bad. So basically, Gareth Cliff, he's got the show. And on the show, he describes Muzuli Rakivane's experiences of racism as anecdotal and unimportant. He literally completely dismissed her. She tried to talk and he said, shut up. It was so bad. Shut up. That's how Chloë speaks if she's drunk. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, not good. He was literally like, I'm speaking. Even if they were talking about something else, he was just being like a shitty person. That's Gareth Cliff, though. I don't know what people have taken so long to see. It was so cringe to watch. It was so bad. That's on the burning platform. Yeah. So this is funny, right? So Nando's sponsors them. Well, not anymore. They've pulled out. And his show was called The Burning Platform. And now it's just The Platform. So literally all of his branding is like the Nando's flames. Oh. No more. Well, our branding is just pink. So if you know a pink company, get in touch. But also Nando's, get in touch because we're available to be sponsored. And we've got this wonderful new segment that I've just developed. And it's called Hot Takes, where I give hot takes on the world and I take money from Nando's. Hot Takes. Or Spur. Spur, I like that. You know, that hot, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So give us some of your hot takes.
Chloe, but like a robot there looking at me.
100%.
Yeah. So one of my hot takes. Okay, so my first hot take. Damn, Oscar Pistorius really ruined his running career.
So we're not going to get sponsored by Nando's if you say this stuff.
Okay. Give me another chance. Let me think here. I was scrolling for notes, but I haven't written anything, so this will be off the top. Another hot take. McDonald's didn't make you fat. You did that to yourself. Okay. Again, not too many. There's just writing here that says jokes. Unfortunately, I didn't actually write any jokes. I was watching Manchester United be the joke. Hey. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. I've been thinking about this for some time. Another hot take. A Nando's hot take. Standing next to the DJ at a club doesn't make you cool. It makes you look like a loser.
I've got to agree with that one. I really do. Let us know in the comments any more hot takes you've got for Sam. We'll let you know our thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Clearly, I need help with writing because I forgot to write this week. Kind of like you forgot to hand in any university assignments because life's hard. So take another break, watch another episode of KETS and enjoy yourselves. But going back to Gareth Cliff, I mean, it's just, I don't want to linger too much on him because he sucks, but that's who Gareth Cliff has been. And I've said this plenty times on this growing platform. You see what I did there? It's not burning. We're growing. He just looks like a great white shark.
Yeah, with great white privilege.
Hey, look at Chloe sneaking those in. Oh, wow. Jeepers, Chloe. Nice. Okay, we see you there making jokes about white privilege. My dad's probably, oh, no, it doesn't exist. I'm joking. My dad's a very intelligent man.
Yes, he is.
So, back to the election posters, because we have to agree, not to disagree. Agreeing to disagree is pathetic. If you say you've agreed to disagree, you've lost the argument.
Yeah.
But don't argue with people as well. It's tiring.
Where do you place the DA's poster?
I think the DA is the best, worst poster.
Best, worst poster. Okay, what's your second?
Well, actually, no, I think it's close between the DA and the Good Party.
Oh.
Shame. With Patricia DeLille and the whole Good in the Hood.
Yeah.
For me, the EFF poster is surprisingly good. Vote EFF.
Yes.
With a simple date. It looks good. It's red, so it's eye-catching. And I do think they have wasted a lot of money putting up posters in Cape Town. White people are terrified of the DA, the EFF, sorry. They love the DA. And I don't know. Do you think the EFF will ever be big in Cape Town? I can't see it. Not in my lifetime.
Maybe not, but I mean, never say never. But we also forgot about the Capexit, the Cape Independence Party.
The Cape Independence Party. How did we forget about... No. I'm sorry. I take it all back. That is the worst... Jesus. Sorry. That is the worst poster that has ever been made in elections. That's worse than like can't hope, vote for Cope or something, whatever that shit was. Capexit. And
oh my goodness.
I'm going to make direct eye contact with you, anonymous party leader. How do we say Capexit? Tell us. If you make a video telling me how to pronounce Capexit, whatever it is, I will vote for you. I probably won't. Give the people what they want. Stop telling us like, oh, we're going to be a big Hout Bay, the Cape of Good Hope. Get out of here. Okay, just tell us how to pronounce your biggest talking point.
Yeah, people have been commenting hashtag Cape Independence on our TikTok, so maybe they've got more support than we think they do. But yeah,
that's anyway. Disgusting.
Speaking of bad ideas, have you seen that people? Have you seen if people have started to do Squid Games in real life, like YouTubers?
Oh yes, I did see a thing about Mr. Beast is spending $2 million.
What?
On doing Squid Game, yeah,
really?
Reenacting it, which is just stupid.
Yeah, no, but it's crazy, and YouTubers are getting their subscribers involved, which I just think is crazy. This one guy, he's called like Phase something, and he got 16 of his subscribers to compete in Squid Games.
What a waste of time.
And it's the most awkward video I've ever watched, because obviously when they get killed. When they fail, when they lose, they don't get killed. They just walk off very slowly. It just hasn't got the same...
The stakes are low.
Stakes, yeah.
It's like playing poker with beans or coins.
They're just playing children's games as adults.
A simpler time indeed.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting subscribers involved, we're slowly thinking of getting like maybe 10 people in for the recording, because it's a whole different dynamic when it's slightly live, and we're quite keen to do that. So let us know if that's a good idea. Let us know if it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I come up with almost 10 terrible ideas a day and one good one. So maybe this is the one good one. Maybe it's one of the 10.
That'd be good. I think I need approval, like people to clap after really good jokes, you know?
I would prefer laughter.
Oh, yeah, claps and laughter.
Okay.
We can have someone holding up a sign telling them when to do it, you know?
Yeah, so if you also need to be employed as a sign holder, hit us up. But would you play, if someone invited you to play the Squid Games in real life?
Hell no. That probably would be one of my biggest fears, is waking up in the real Squid Game. Can you actually imagine? No. I do think, though, that your biggest fear does say a lot about a person.
Okay.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, my biggest fear. My biggest fear would, I think, accidentally be killing someone while I drive. Just knocking them over, killing them, stealing their life from them. Just accidentally, of course. I am also terrified of drowning. I'm not very good at swimming.
I can confirm that. That got really deep.
It got very deep. I'm on the verge of tears again.
Oh my God.
No, can you imagine killing someone? No, there was actually a meme about when Alec Baldwin tweeted about, I wonder what it's like. Could you imagine killing someone accidentally?
I wonder what it feels like to kill someone on accident.
By accident.
Yeah. And he tweeted that
or on the accident.
It was accidental. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, no. And then now he's killed someone accidentally.
Yeah, and he tweeted that in 2017. So.
Jeez, not.
No. This is a comedy podcast. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So let me tell you what is.
Okay.
We were chatting a bit about my swimming being my weak point. My strong point, I do feel, after watching Chasing the Sun, the Springboks rugby documentary, I think I'm the next Mapimpi. And hear me out. I don't have the same backstory. I actually grew up real tough in Kenilworth in a double-story house. Sometimes we couldn't see members of our family because they were in different rooms. So growing up in the suburbs is tough. I have a different sort of struggle, but I really think I can do it. I just need a coach and a lot more like physical ability. So let me know if you're the guy or girl to take me to the next level. And part of this reason, it's not just because I want to inspire millions of white suburban South Africans to live their dreams. It's more because some of these Springboks get paid, and they get paid well.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear some stats?
Sure.
Anyway, I was going to give the stats. So these are not these are the highest paid Springboks, and obviously it's because of their clubs, their endorsements, but here we go. And this is according to ruck.co.uk. We give credit where credit is due. So number one is Handré Pollard. He is the number one played rugby player in the world at a lovely 20 million rand a year.
Oh my goodness.
Tasty.
Okay, let me guess these.
No, you don't know anyone.
That's fine.
Okay, who's number 3? He's also South African.
No, not let me guess the names. Let me guess how much they paid.
Okay,
you give me the name. And
so in third place is Eben Etzebeth, and his club is Toulon.
Did you say rands? Okay, 15 million rand.
Wrong. 18 million. And in fourth place, Cheslin Colby also just moved to Toulon, I think. And he's getting 17 million smakaroonies.
Cheapest. Who's in second place?
Charles Pietau.
I don't think you said that.
No, because we speak to a South African audience. So I give them South African. I don't just talk about YouTube and Mr. Beast. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that indeed.
What would the Squid Games look like in South Africa?
We live it. We have the highest murder rate in the world.
Yo, but you don't get to play kids' games before you get murdered.
Cops and robbers, but with real guns.
Yo, Samuel.
Chloe, you come in with the bad questions.
Yo.
We don't play games in South Africa every day. We can't take it for granted.
Jeepers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
There's money on these streets. I don't know. I feel like that's what I'd say if I ran a gang. Hey guys, there's money on these streets. Get to work, huh?
Go get it. Go get it, huh? Well, speaking of insane amounts of money and spending money stupidly, one thing I did find out on the weekend is that there's such a thing as the rent-a-bottle system. What is that, you ask? You can literally...
I don't think anyone asked.
They did ask. They definitely did ask.
There was a...
Basically, people rent display bottles for their tables at nightclubs. No one touches them. No one drinks them. And one of the people in the group is designated to look after it.
I'm not the designated driver, guys. I'm the designated bottle watcher.
So it'd be like a fancy bottle of champagne, maybe some fancy tequila. It's all for the look, you know?
This is so pathetic. This just makes me upset. So like, what do you fake drink the whole evening? It's got to be like water, because you got to be so aware of these potential thieves.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're pretending to be rich, but you're actually poor. And you're not only poor in terms of money, you're poor in sort of life. That's a very shallow thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what's also poor?
What? That's a rough segue. This is a pre-written joke coming. Brace yourselves. I'd urge you, if you're standing up, to once again sit down.
Is Sam making me watch cricket? I've said this before and I will say it again. Cricket is the most boring game to watch ever.
Hush now, lady, hush now. First of all, you make it sound like an abusive relationship forced you to watch cricket, okay? Not some serial whatever it's called. First of all, let me just address the Proteas and the Proteas fans. I'm a proud South African sports supporter. Cricket is probably my favorite sport. But the Proteas, guys, please, you must either win, and we don't care how you win, or you must lose, and lose big. We don't want any of this 19th over heartbreak. Please, we've had enough of that in the past with your World Cups. The Springboks have won a World Cup recently, so we know how we should be treated. Don't get our hopes up. You're not the West Indies, okay? Either capitulate, absolutely embarrass ourselves, that's completely fine, or win. None of this in between, play for half a game, lose the second half.
Do you know, I actually kind of prefer it when they do that, because the game goes faster and it's more exciting. Like, they were just being like, out. It was...
Okay, that's enough cricket analysis from you. So finally, I will say this. Cricket, even T20 cricket, the game takes 4 hours, so the losses are compounded. Bavuma, I believe in you. The Vuma Proteas, I kind of believe in you. Please. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Clearly I'm hurt, you know, so I don't think you've been hurt in sport before because you don't care, but when's some other time in life that you've been hurt? Very dramatic with these sighs. Do we like that? I don't know.
No, because the last time I was hurt was actually on TikTok. Yeah. Someone in the comments, and actually Sam read this out to me. He said that he won't read me out the hate on TikTok because...
I usually delete the TikTok comments. Not delete them. I don't tell Chloe the hate she receives.
I'm quite fragile, guys. Be nice. But basically, someone on TikTok said that I was Lana Rhodes from Wish. It made me sad.
Shame. But I mean, Lana Rhodes, though.
It's true, but... hurt my feelings.
It hurt your feelings being compared to a retired porn star.
Yeah.
Shame, man. I don't know. I don't think she's...
You know.
There are a lot of memes about her giving birth that are very anti-feminist, but undoubtedly funny. Think slip and slide, think wipeout, think baby born being propelled off her.
I'm completely lost. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think the misogynistic joke is that because she's been with so many people in the porn industry, that this child of hers, when it is time to meet the world, is going to come flying out.
That is disgusting.
It is. I said it's anti-feminist. It's misogynistic.
That's not even just anti-feminist. That's offensive. That is incredibly offensive. No, that's disgusting.
No, it's
also complete misinformation, because your body doesn't work like that.
No, obviously. I don't think anyone actually believes...
I've had enough of this. Okay.
That's like someone on the playground going, "Your mama's so fat, she broke the scale." And you're, "No, excuse me, that's actually complete misinformation. A scale can take up to 300 kilograms. It's your mama just fat, B. Not your mama, your mama.
No.
Your mama. Your Jewish mama."
Okay, are you ready for another one of my hectic segues? Okay, anyways. Talking about... Okay.
A lot of internal dialogue happening with Chloe. So if you're listening, she's just kind of crashed and burned, but that's fine. So if you DMing the Instagram and TikTok account and commenting on YouTube saying that you want to be on the show, maybe you should be the new co-host. Let me know. People probably gang up on me and tell me that I need to leave, but I'm used to the abuse.
Okay, well, you know who's also been hurt in the South African context? In South African taxi drivers. Okay, we all like to bash on them. We all like to talk badly about them, but not all taxi drivers are bad. And I'll tell you why.
That's like not all men are trash.
Exactly. But last week in Johannesburg, taxi drivers assisted the police and they caught a hijacker.
That's still their taxi?
No.
Oh, someone else's.
Yeah, they helped this woman and the vehicle was actually recovered. They got one of the suspects fleeing the scene, caught him, and they got the vehicle back.
So that's enough for you to forgive all the bloodshed in the Western Cape over taxi wars because they helped someone?
Of course not. But I'm just saying not all taxi drivers are bad. I wanted to give something a bit hopeful.
Okay. I am sorry. I think I've just been driving more than you. I'm completely disillusioned when it comes to taxi drivers. Having said that, there are also the only people that let you in traffic, but there are also the only people that crash into you in traffic as well.
Yeah.
We saw a Uber Eats guy knocked over on his motorbike. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that. It's very sad because, well, he got knocked over, he was injured.
Yeah.
But someone was saying, this proficient motorbike driver was saying the other day, that sounds like the biggest loser. I'm a proficient motorbike driver. But he was just saying that, it's actually very difficult to drive a bike. A lot of these guys don't know how to do it, and it's super dangerous.
Yeah.
So if you see a Uber Eats, or next time you order Uber Eats, ask him if he's all right and point him to some online courses. And
tip your Uber drivers. Okay. We see you. Tip them on the app. Okay. But I've got one more. I don't know if this is...
How do you see who tips and who doesn't tip on it? You just said that.
What? I'm just saying I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
You're angry.
Yeah. So another depressing thing that I found out this week. Well, I don't know if it's depressing or whether it's hopeful. But, you've heard about Gabby Petito.
Yes, the YouTube star went missing. Boyfriend accused of killing her also went missing.
Yeah. His skeletal remains were found by his parents a couple days ago. And they confirmed to be him.
How is that hopeful?
No, it's not. Well, it's hopeful.
So there's this dead guy been found and it goes 50-50. It's either super hopeful or super sad.
It's sad because they're not going to, the Abby's family will never get answers. But it is hopeful because we now know that he's not on the run anymore. We found him.
Okay, I don't know enough about this stuff to be making big happy/sad claims, so I'll leave it at that. Chloe,
Yeah.
Chloe's and maybe you guys, because you're on YouTube, so you watch a lot of YouTube.
My dream is to have a true crime podcast.
I'll make you a true crime podcast.
True crime podcast.
No, I meant to be like, I'll make you a subject.
That's actually that is 50% of what I watch on YouTube. Like, I'm just busy cleaning the house with my true crime on, and it's like, so-and-so got beheaded, and then they stuffed his body in a trunk and shipped him off, and I'm just happily,
I can't stand those things. I'm so scared of everything.
I love it. There's just something about it that is just amazing. I think it's also like a very female thing for some reason.
Women are attracted to killers and bad boys. That's why I grow this moustache out, because I look like a bad boy.
Who are you trying to attract? Huh?
Woman.
You've got me.
No, I think I should have multiple options.
No.
Okay, well, anyway. So let's move away from this YouTube chit-chat and into something more familiar.
Yes.
Something that people have come to love, they've come to really enjoy it, and something I've ultimately come to misunderstand. And that is, of course, Overrated, underrated. We've got some fun ones today, some super serious ones. I'll be asking the questions. I've written this week's overrated, underrated, and Chloe will be doing her best to rate them accordingly. So here we go. This week's overrated, underrated on KETS, episode 13. Alec Baldwin's aim.
Samuel. Probably underrated. It's good.
No, you see, that's my problem with Chloe. She calls me out for making a horrible, untimely joke, but then double downs on the joke and makes it worse. R.I.P.
No, of course, it's terrible. It's terrible what happened, but obviously his aim is good.
Yeah.
Or bad. Was it? Oh, because he... Oh, no. Sorry.
Chloe doesn't think an awful lot during these podcasts.
No. Yes. No, you are right. Overrated. His aim is bad.
Okay.
My answer is overrated. His aim is bad, in case you didn't hear that.
No, they are listening, so please stop.
Okay.
The Proteas.
Underrated.
Why?
Because they're our fave. We mustn't lose faith in the Proteas.
Facts.
They're underrated.
Facts. Popping bottles.
Perfectly rated.
Okay.
You know, like a G6, Far East movement, perfectly rated by them. Popping bottles on the ice.
That was truly tough to listen to. Anyway, okay. The EFF. Or let me sum it up for you better. The EFF, overrated or underrated?
That's a tough one. Maybe underrated? I can't really explain. Underrated.
I think this is your last week of answering overrated, underrated.
Because Julius... I'm done. Next.
Foreskins, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. I think that everyone
should... And over the phallic instrument?
I think that
what does that even mean?
Everyone should just keep them.
Wow. Okay, Chloe, we are also speaking to a Jewish community that we love. So
that's also true.
That's religiously cut. Not by a religious knife. Of course, it's a religious
That's true.
Circumcision also in South Africa.
Of course. Do what you want with your body. Apologies.
All right. I think that kind of just about wraps it up for today. Let me look at the time. There's a potential, looks at watch sponsor. This watch makes me kind of look like I could be in the army, but also... I don't get notifications on it. You know, guys, I think we live in a time where there are too many notifications, too much technology. I hate being at lunch with a friend or someone and they're just constantly checking their watch as they get messages. I'm like, okay, I get it. You're not Joe Jonas. No one's that into you. Joe Jonas, hit me up. I am that into you. SOS. So again, Chloe, who do we have to say thank you for?
Thank you to you guys.
And God.
No, but really, thank you to you guys for watching. Thanks for making it to the end of this episode. We appreciate you guys. And please go rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts if you haven't already. 5 stars, please. We actually haven't read out a review.
Oh, there were no funny ones. So that's the disclaimer. Make it funny. You can't just go, I need this podcast to keep me alive. That's not funny. That's suicidal.
I think that's quite funny. Okay.
No, it is quite funny. So whoever wrote that, there's your read.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can give an honorary shout out to Sam's friend Kieran. Thank you for watching every episode.
He's not my friend. He's a fan who turned into a friend.
You say he's not my friend. He's family.
I'm not Vin Diesel. But no, guys, seriously, thank you so much. Do all the YouTube things. You know, you watch it, you think, this doesn't help. It really does help. Like and subscribe. Have a good time. Go to the beach this weekend. If you're in Joburg, go to your friend's pool. If you live in Pietermaritzburg, I don't know. I truly don't know what gets done in Pietermaritzburg. But have a good week. We'll see you again on Thursday, hopefully. Admin issues have once again struck at KETS, but we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.